Welcome everybody to day 18 of the 31 days of May, and that means it's time for some Journey of Wrestling. And if you may have noticed, I realized after doing a couple of videos, oh right, I can actually just adjust the screen size in Chrome, and you guys can actually see a lot more what the hell is going on. So, to remind folks where we are, we're in October 1985 with American Wrestling Association, with mainly the same roster. We actually haven't um, grab that many guys, but the roster is slightly different than what you'd think from that point because we got folks like Lawler and Savage who were working with the AWA kind of because they were in Memphis. Same with the Fabulous ones, so it's kind of real, but not really. But I'm okay with it because again, this is also the weird thing with Journey Wrestling where you only have can only have 4 or 5 companies. Anyway, just remind folks where we are. We have so as far as stuff going on, we got D. Malenko coming in. We got Steve Regal who wants a new gimmick. We got Bad News Allen who wants to win clean and don't lose in singles matches. We got Nick Bockwinkel who wants to change to his appearance. And we got Owen Hart being trained in charisma, and we got Al Snow being recruited, and Sergeant Slaughter hopefully being back soon. And again, if we go back to our last event, which was to the Team Challenge Series, which didn't have much going with as far as team goes, we had a 8-man tag match that the heels of Otto Wands, Jimmy Garvin, Jerry Sags, and Brian Knobs won, defeating basically our jobber team plus Cactus Jack. Boris Sukov defeated North Barbarian in a first blood match. Owen Hart defeated Steve Regal to retain the AWA World Heavyweight Champion. The Fabulous Ones retained their tag champions over Greg Gagne and Tommy Rich. Larry Zbyszko and Kurt Hennig went to a time limit draw for the America's Heavyweight Championship. Jerry Lawler won a match versus the Masked Superstar. Colonel Veers defeated Bad News Allen by DQ. Road Warriors then defeated Nick Bockwinkel and Ray Stevens. And Rick Martel and Randy Savage defeated the team of Ultraviolent, which is, of course, Big Van Vader and your friend and mine, the one, the only Crusher Jerry Blackwell. So then, if we go to our calendar, we have AWA Showdown and Brawl in St. Paul, so not a bunch of big matches here. So let's get rolling with the next TV show. Well, also, feuds-wise, we have Savage vs. Martel, which still has a while to go. Bockwinkel and Road Series versus the Road Warriors, which might honestly be our tag feud soon enough, our tag title feud soon enough. We have Ray Stevens versus Jerry Lawler, which honestly will probably go to a Royal this coming up show. Fabulous Ones versus Road Warriors, which is coming up. Hennig versus Zbyszko, which just started. Blackwell versus Savage, which seems like it's about to go to a blow-off. Blackwell versus Martel, which is interesting. Bad News Allen versus Colonel Beers, which again just started. Blackwell versus Hennig, which honestly might or might not happen. Gagne versus Bockwinkel, which also has to go to a finish. And Boris Sukov versus the Barbarian, which honestly I should have blown off at the last show. So, we got 6 segments here. So let's start off with, of course, a little bit of production as we do a recap, focusing on the main event. And we'll probably add producer focus to that. Anyway, there we go. All right, so then we got a singles match, and we'll start things up kind of hot as we have the debuting D. Malenko. Owen's a face, right? Great, okay. And he will go ahead and he will start off right away by beating a face here. Black Lanza. There we go. Then in our next segment, we have a. Let's go with a. Promo ambush. As Ray Stevens is going to remind Jerry Lawler they're not done yet. Then we're going to have basically a squash match of Colonel De Beers. Where is he? Defeating. Let's see here. Doug Summers. Did I literally do this match already? I don't think I did. Then, of course, an attack after what happened afterwards last month between your friend and mine, Bad News Allen, getting some revenge. Then we're going to have our main event, and it's going to be kind of a big one. As Big Invader will take on Tommy Rich. And then after that, to have a Vader will challenge. Oops. Wait, huh? Oh shit. Okay. I won't be. Oh, okay. So do I want to? Okay, I guess we're getting rid of the recap package because I want to set up the main event of the next show. All right. Um, I thought I had 7. Why did you think you had 7? I don't know. I think weird things. Anyway, it was going to be Big Van Vader, despite his team losing last night, still demanding a tag title shot against Vader, and we'll add a new feud. Yeah, we can just bear that up, and let's get going with the show. So, we start out with Malenko getting the win here. 3.5 stars, perfectly solid stuff. Then we have Jerry Lawler doing a promo, talked about being the mass superstar. Ray Stevens attacks him, and yeah, there you go. This feud must continue forever. And then we have Girl De Beers just getting a win over Doug Summers, and then Bad News Allen coming out to continue the brawl and continue their feud, just for obvious reasons. 4.5 stars, solid stuff, and yeah, Ingle's doing much better here. Then we had Vader killing. I mean, Tommy Rich gets to look strong here, but it's 3.5 stars. It's being Vader looking like a big badass. And then the challenge to Rich Martel, who comes out and accepts the match because he's a fighting champion. 5 stars, 100%. Here we go. 35, 4 stars. I'm going to guess we only lose, like, let's say 1,500. No, let's be nice and say 700. Oh, we actually, wow, okay. Maybe we've turned a corner. Wait, Bach. Wait, huh? I thought, okay. I thought we had, whatever. Anyway, so then we have a sort of random tag match, as it's going to be. And if you notice, I think I might think about expanding things to 3 shows between um, pay-per-views, just because we actually have enough angles to make enough roster. We need like people to actually show up. Anyway, it's the very interesting of Owen Hart and Cactus Jack versus Dean Malenko and your friend and mine, Jimmy Garvin. That goes. We'll have an event package hype just to do it. Okay, then we're going to do a segment. Basically, let's see here. Because yeah, we can't just do a squash match. Okay, so we set up Vader Martel, Blackwell and Savage. Yeah, I guess we could just do a promo battle between them. Just basically set up. They're going to face off one more time. We'll actually have the tag feud continue. Well, yeah, okay. So we'll have. Okay. Yeah. Hopefully become a little more happier. I'm gonna have Nick Bockwinkel go over a face here. Face. Oops. Let's see here. Old Nikki B. He can go over Mad Dog Rashawn. That's not going to be a great match, and my age is going to be like 100, but what can you do? Then we'll have a segment where We'll do some smack talk between Kurt Hennig and Larry Zbyszko, basically saying there will be a rematch. And then our main event is a 6-man tag, as it's Hawk, Animal, and Tommy Rich versus the heel team of Dave Kern, Stan Lane, and the Masked Superstar. There you go. There's our show. So let's get rolling. So we have an event package hype, which gets us to 80%. Okay. And Kimberly Young's producer skills up to level 2. Hurrah. 4 stars. And then, so this, Garvin Malenko will get the win with Malenko pinning Owen Hart, basically set up, the Cruiserweight title match. As this gets almost 4 stars with some cool spots. I mean, I'm sure 3 of those people could have some cool spots, and Jimmy Garvin would be there. Then we had Christopher Billy Blackwell and Randy Savage basically, promos on each other, say they're going to kill and destroy each other at the next show, as it gets 100% effectiveness. Good times. Nick Bockwinkel can defeat Matt Shawn in an almost 4-star match, as it's, fun stuff. And then Smack Talk, Kurt Hennig and Larry Zbyszko can, fight each other. Oof, 40%. Did I forget? Hold on. I forgot Hennig only has 2-star charisma at this point. Oh, well. It happens. What can you do? And then in this, okay, so Rich, Animal, and Hawk all have the baby faces go over. Almost a 3.5-star match. And there's your show. I'm going to guess we're going to get like 30. Oh, still 35. Almost a 4-star show. I guess the beginning saved it, and that wasn't bad enough to completely tank it. So good times. Gained 10,000 fans. So there we go. Okay, so she can now return package, debut package, champion package. And she can also do these match finishes, which I don't care about. Or I care about some of them, but not at the moment. Anyway, so then we got AWA Showdown. So we got Ray Stevens versus Jerry Lawler in a blow-off. And I'm going to say this is going to be an... How many? Okay, we got plenty of... I quit match. Sure. There's Jerry Blackwell versus Randy Savage. This can be a... Honestly, this can just be a street fight. There we go. It's Vader versus Martel for the title. It's Hennig versus Zbyszko for the title. It's Ring Yang versus Nick Bockwinkel in a blow-off. It's Bad News Brown versus Colonel De Beers again. And it's Boris Zukov versus North Barbarian in a pole match. And we're pulling that off. And then we have our tag team matches. 5 Days Ones versus... Okay. So we could possibly blow this off. And I think we will. We're going to add the blow off. We're going to select both titles. And this is going to be our semi-main. We're going to add the gimmick of it being a steel cage tag match. There we go. Okay, so pretty solid show. Oh, right. And then we're also going to have Owen versus Dean. The light heavyweight title. We'll add the feud. There we go. So yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll do a hype for the main event just to add that. So okay, so this is okay as the next match. Throw the title match in between. While this do a blow off, this can be our tag match. This can be the World Heavyweight title match. And yeah, let's roll. So we got Dean Malenko versus Owen Hart for the World Light Heavyweight title. We got Nord versus Boris in a pole match. Bockwinkel versus Gagne. De Beers versus Bad News Allen. Savage versus Blackwell street fight match. Zbyszko versus Henning in a rematch for the Marcus Heavyweight Championship. Lawler versus Stevens to finally unify the titles. Fearless Ones versus Road Warriors. And Martel versus Vader for the heavyweight title at AWA Showdown. So let's get rolling. So, Owen's happy. Let's do this. Malenko shocks the world, getting pinfall victory here in a 4.5-star match. Light package for the main event. So there we go. Yeah. Well, neither of you are great, but here's the thing. I like Nord. You're just another random Russian. And we need sort of a more over babyface. So Nord gets the big win here, 3 stars, and hopefully, we'll see what he does. Grigania get the huge win over his longtime father's rival rival Nick Bockwinkel. This gets a 4 stars, and yeah, he might actually be a decent wrestler now, or chance to be a top tier main eventer. But New Zealand goes over because 4 stars, plenty of intensity. Really, I'm shocked. But good stuff. Savage gets a clean win over Jerry Blackwell here. 5 stars, almost. There's blood. Lots of fun stuff happens, and there you go. Yeah, Savage, Pressure started 4th battle 4-on for kicking each other's head off. So there you go. Zbyszko versus Henning. So, here's what I'm thinking. Zbyszko, he's held the title for a while. Henning is still not where he needs to be. So, my God, Kurt Hennig is your new America's Heavyweight Champion in a 4.5-star match. My God, it happened. There we go. Then Lawler just goes over Stevens here. 5.5-star match. Great match. Lawler makes Stevens say, I quit. Good stuff. And then, look, I'm actually kind of tempted to give Fabulous Ones the titles here. But yeah, they've been the tag champs a while enough. This was a fun little angle to do. But in the long run, this was always going to be the Warriors going over. 5 stars. Blood. The feud's over. And there you go. And we unify the titles, increasing the prestige. Fun stuff. Then in our main event, so there's a world where I put Vader over here, but it's not quite that world. But I don't want to have Vader lose, so I think what I'll do here is have, but I don't want to kill my show. So what finish could I do here? I mean, honestly, I could do ring class, but no, I think what I'll do here is I'll do a double pin is, or honestly, I like the idea of Martel winning by countout. So, like, he hasn't beat Vader yet, but he's still the champion. So 4.5 stars. So still a freaking great match. And good stuff. That was a 100. Okay, and I totally forgot to change the options. Well, this will be a good year change around to change to 3 stars. 4.5 stars, 137 coins or credits or whatever it is. So here we go. Building things up. Okay, we somehow lost 3. I guess, yeah, everybody had 5-star matches. Okay, sure. Oh, wow, I didn't even realize there was no, Okay. So, Bush Miller, okay. Steve Regal, yeah, I don't care. Al Snow's ready to be signed. George Slaughter's available. Gold reward. Hawks a main eventer. There you go. So let's first go to Indies. We're going to sign Al Snow. Let's say I'm going to guess we need at least 200 for him. There you go. I probably overpaid for him, but you know, what can you do? Okay. And then if we go back to the Indies, um, I mean, 1985 Shane Nichols is way too young, so Sabu. Like, I want something resembling realistically. On the other hand, I mean, Jake Roberts is available, so let's recruit him. Weird things have happened, so there you go. So stuff that's been blown off, we have that return. We have this that can be a thing. We have Blacko versus Martel, which can be a thing again. Blanco versus Owen Hart, which is continuing. Henning versus Zabisco. And yeah, okay. So let's begin with a tag match. It's really going to be a 2-2 match as Bachwinkle and Stevens beat up some baby faces. Let's go with White and Chris Pepper. Just to sort of remind them, everybody, they're a team. And then we'll do a segment. Here. Let's see here. Well, yeah, I can already need a return package, but yeah. Okay, so yeah, return attack. Okay, so obviously we know what we're doing there. So, and actually, yeah, that can be leading to our main event, as it can be Larry Zabisco versus yeah, I think we need to turn some people face. Because I don't want to, like, yeah. I mean, honestly, there's Zabisco versus Green Gagne. It is a match that can happen. Okay. So that can end the show. Sergeant Slaughter's return as Zabisco freaks out. Let's see here. We got that and that. Okay, so then we can do a demand title shot as Savage Martel reacquaint their feud. Here, I'll start with that. Do a segment where Colonel De Beers can cut a heel promo, which will be very on PC. And then we can also have a match where Kurt Hennig can defeat Jimmy Garvin. And that can be our show, I believe. Oh, here. There. That works a lot better. Let's get rolling with the show. Savage, yeah. Savage and Martel face off. And there we go. World title match set for the next big show. Bachwinkle and Stevens can go over, basically set themselves up as it gets a 3.5-star match. De Beers cuts a promo. It is what it is. 3.5 stars. It's Kurt De Beers in 1985. I'm sure some terrible things were said. Kurt Hennig gets the clean win over Jimmy Garvin here. Almost 4 stars. Really good match. And then in the main event, Larry Zabisco gets the wing. I should have maybe had it as cheating. 3 stars, lack of psychology. I mean, you can do lots of criticisms of these two people, but lack of psych is not exactly one of them. Anyway, regardless, we have next up, Zabisco is in the ring being cocky when Sergeant Slaughter comes out after months of being gone. Sergeant Slaughter is back and he's ready to beat up on the puke that is Larry Zabisco. 46, 4 stars. There we go. All right. We're on kind of a hot streak here. How will we ruin it? And we lost 700 fans because everything else was really good. Okay. Ooh. 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 Okay. Uh, hey, Barry. How you doing, buddy? Okay, that sort of sets up some interesting things. Anyway, segment. So we're going to have an attack here, as well, not a surprise attack, but interview attack, as that's going to be Slaughter and Larry Zabisco. We're going to have some production for the upcoming event. And then we'll honestly have a solo feud promo from the Road Warriors that they officially set up their match. And then singles wise, okay, so we'll do just in the ring, Owen Hart versus Dean. So having that set up. We'll have Kurt Hennig take on Crusher Jerry Blackwell in a non-title match. And that can be our main event. Then on the undercard, in a 2-on-2 match, it can be Tommy Rich and Greg Gunn versus, of all teams, the Nasty Boys. We'll have that this be a feud. Let's see here. Sure. Oh. Okay. Okay. So I think that sets up everything. Yeah, we're good. Not the biggest show, but really sets things up. So here we go. Rolling into good stuff. And this can be the double pin finish. 3 stars, not bad. Road Warriors cut a promo on Bachwick and Stevens, setting the things up for their big World Tag Team title match. 4.5 stars, good stuff. Then the Nasty Boys, by God, cheat to win. 2.5 stars, not the worst match, not the best match either. And then backstage review, Sergeant Slaughter is thanking everybody for his support. When by God, it's Larry Zbyszko. Roster was there, and in the main event, Crusher Jerry Blackwell gets the win over America's champion Kurt Hennig in a 4-star match to sort of reconnect their feud. And there we go, going into Battle by the Bay. Which, okay, so this got 3 and 4 stars, only 25 C's, so I imagine this is probably not going to go great. But weirder things have happened. I guess we lose a couple thousand fans here. Yeah, wasn't great. Okay, so again, Randy Savage versus Martel. Bad News versus Colonel De Beers. Slaughter versus Zbyszko. Blackwell versus Hennig. Malenko versus Hart. And go to the tag teams. It is Stevens versus. All right, so here we go. Then we're also going to just book it for fun. In a rematch. No, yeah, this can be a 6-man match now. As it can be. Oh, man. Ian Lane, Steve Kern, and Jimmy Garvin versus the face team of Bring On Ya, Tommy Rich, and Cactus Jack. just for fun. In a big singles match. Here, we'll do Jerry Lawler versus Boris Zukov, just to get Jerry on the show. We could have Vader kill somebody, but that would like sort of tank the show, unfortunately. What we'll do is we'll have Medusa versus Kenny Divine for the Women's Championship again, just sort of as a random match on the show. And then we'll do direction wise and main event package. And there we go. All right, so let's rearrange things. Okay, so this can open the show. Okay, so this is going to be high up. This will be a bit lower. This can be our semi-main. Henning versus Blackwell. That's sort of in the right spot. Honestly, Zukov versus Lawler would be higher on a real card. 6-man match is fine. Main event, World Women's match. So yeah, we got World Women's match, which is sort of there as I randomly book people. Got a main event package. Got a random 6-man tag as Fabulous Ones, fresh off losing the tag titles. Return team with Jim Garvin to face off Gagne, Rich, and Cactus Jack. Owen Hart versus Dean Malenko for the World Light Heavyweight title. Zukov versus Jerry Lawler. Henning versus Crusher Jerry Blackwell. De Beers versus Bad News Allen. And then Bob Colt Stevens challenging for the tag titles against the Road Warriors. Larry Zbyszko having to finally face Sergeant Slaughter. And yeah, this can be automatically a... I wish we could say boot camp match, but we'll just have it be a street fight. And then in the main event, Rick Martel takes on Randy Savage for the World Heavyweight Championship. So let's get rolling with the Brawl in St. Paul. So Medusa wins. A little under 3.5 stars. Priest decreased. I don't care that much. Video package, hype the main event. And God. I'm tempted to put the faces over, but only because like I want the people. Yeah. Heels go over, 3.5 stars. Steve Keirn starting to get over. Fun stuff. Here, we're going to put Dean Malenko over. Yeah. My God. Cheating. 4 stars, and Malenko retains the title. Lawler just gets the win over Zukov here. 3.5 stars, as we sort of have to figure out something to do for Lawler, and I forgot to change it to oh, whoops. Oh no. Okay, great. Oh wait, maybe we can do two. No, hold on. Manage options. There we go. Weekly shows per month. There we go. All right. Hopefully that means we can. Yes. Okay. So Henning's just won the belt. Blackwell's, but okay. So I think this can be a match where we go to a count out loss, where Blackwell gets the win to continue the feud, and there we go. Bad News Allen just continues to win. 3.5 stars. Road Warriors win. 5 stars. Now, there's an argument to just put Zbyszko over via shenanigans, but it's Slaughter's first back match. It's a street fight. We can figure out a way to continue this feud. Slaughter goes over. 5 stars. Good stuff. And then, so it's a back and forth match. Martel and Savage are both good wrestlers, but Randy Savage gets the win. It's somewhat controversial as Martel has his foot under the ropes and the ref doesn't notice it, but Savage gets the win here, and your new AWA World Heavyweight Champion in a 5-star match, almost, is the Macho Man. I am going to, yeah, okay, so, I wonder if we'll have the stuff from the whole card, or will it be something weird like that? Because yeah, I did not realize it would do that, but hey, it just happens. I mean, honestly, bottom of the card didn't matter that much. I I mean, it was the cheating from like keep the belt. It was Lawler killing Zukov. It was that random 6 tag, the title match. And that's about it, right? Yeah. But overall, we have 4-star show. We gained 1,000 fans. And now it's time for the Wrestling Spectator Awards. So let's get rolling with that. And we do now have 3 shows, so that should be a positive. As this loads up. Okay. I'm waiting. We're getting the awards. So yeah, we'll go through our mail afterwards. And yeah, then that'll be it. Let's continue. Super's match of the year. So I wonder what it'll be. Okay, so we got Sambu Express versus Angel Mexicano for Cell Sword and ladder match. We got Winnie Richard versus Ben Maxine. Jalen Engler versus Eric Embry. So we can't win this match, but the winner was Sambu Express versus Mexicano and Phyllis Sierra. Okay, I mean, that sort of makes sense, honestly. Previous match of the year. Nominees are Inoki versus Bruiser in a Steel Cell match. Gibson versus Carey versus Tiger Mask versus Brace versus Gordy versus Arn in a TLC match in 1985, sure. And Baba versus Jumbo, finally setting the Generational War in a casket match. And the winner is, I mean, yes, that would be kind of crazy. Worst segment of the year. Heat promo from us for Fabulous Ones before I realized they can't talk. Pursuit Brown Triggers trying to slander the competition in Puerto Rico, and Yamazaki and Tieto doing smack talk. And it's that All Japan Women's match. All right, segment of the year is revealed manager Shamrock Tower being revealed as Zabisco's manager. Big John Studd slandering the competition, and Carlos Colon doing the same thing. And the winner is Carlos Colon. Okay. Championship of the year. Intercontinental Championship, World Tag Team Championship from us, and the America's Heavyweight Championship from us. I'm going to guess Intercontinental title. World Tag Champions. Okay. That Warriors Fabulous Ones feud worked. Great. Faction of the year. I mean, oh wow, we actually won that. Okay, that makes no sense. Wrestler of the year is Koshinaka, Brody, and Inoki. So, okay, Brody. Good stuff. Most hard of the year is World Champion Carnival, Super Clash, and Starcade. Going to guess Starcade wins this one. Yep, Starcade won. Worst event of the year. 3 WC shows. Okay. Event of the year. Labor Day Star Wars, All Japan Show, Dominion. I'm going to guess Labor Day Star Wars. Okay, Dominion. Worst feud of the year. King Tonga versus Butch Miller, All or Nothing. Crane Yu versus Linus Luka, and Elijah Keem versus Miguel Perez Jr. The wrestler. Yeah, that sounds about right. Feud of the year. Inoki versus Brody. Okay. Stevens versus Lawler. Great. And Jumbo versus Giant. Baba. And they actually got the right angle. New challenger. I'm going to guess Inoki versus Brody. Yep. All right. Worst company of the year. All Japan, WC, and us. WC. All right. Company of the year is Jim Crockett, New Japan, and All Japan, and the winner is Jim Crockett. Great. Worst match of the year. Winnie Richter versus Ben Maxine, Hurricane Casilo versus Masato, and Tiger G Scene versus Goro Tusami. I mean, in real life, it's probably that last one. And match of the year. Inoki versus Brody, Brody versus Inoki, and that TLC match. I'm going to guess one of the Brody Inoki ones. Yep, all right. Okay, great. Okay, so let's see here. Future Superstar, Tijo Khan, okay. Dirk Dukes, Eddie Guerrero. You know, he'll never do anything in this business. Raymond Rougeau, okay. Jacques Rougeau. I mean, they might be an actual interesting picker for the tag division. Tracy's Guy, no. Okay. Well, we got Barry Windham instead. Owen Hart now has more charisma. Barry Windham is here. Okay. Al Snow's here also. And then we got available call-ups, either Dirk Dukes or Soldat Ustinov. Okay, so here's the thing. Ustinov can be a heel tag team with Zukov. So that's interesting, and yeah, okay. But yeah, here we are. It'll be officially be January 1986 after these upcoming shows. But yeah, that's it for the moment. If you enjoyed this, go ahead and give it a like. Comment below what you're liking and not liking. And of course, subscribe to the channel for plenty of this type of content. And of course, lots of TW 2020 content. And some Victoria 3 and Crusader Kings 3 content as well. Who knows what else might pop up. But that's it for now. Talk to you later, and adios. Have a good one.